Have you ever heard of a city that was born in the heart of the Amazon, only to be forgotten as a failed dream? This city is Fordlandia, a name that echoes with mystery and the allure of a bygone era. Nestled deep within the Amazon rainforest, this city was intended to be a beacon of progress, a symbol of man's triumph over nature. Fordlandia was the brainchild of none other than Henry Ford, the man who revolutionized the automobile industry. Ford's vision for this city was grand. It was to be a self-sustaining utopia, a place where the rubber needed for his automobile empire could be cultivated. The city was to be a testament to American industrial ideals, transplanted into the heart of the Amazon. Yet despite its grandeur and promise, Fordlandia remains largely obscured, a forgotten city. Many have never heard of it, and fewer still know its intriguing history. This city, once a symbol of ambition and industrial progress, has been swallowed by the dense vegetation of the Amazon, hidden away from the world. But why? How did a city founded by one of the most influential men of the 20th century vanish into obscurity, becoming nothing more than a whisper of a memory? What happened to Ford's utopian dream? And what can we learn from the story of Fordlandia? These are the questions that beckon us, inviting us to delve into the enigma that is Fordlandia. To understand its story, we must journey back in time, to an era when the Amazon was seen not just as a vast wilderness, but as a canvas upon which humanity could paint its dreams. So, let's embark on a journey through time to unveil the story behind this forgotten city. Let's unravel the mystery of Fordlandia, a city born out of ambition, a city that was supposed to stand the test of time, but instead faded into the annals of history. In the late 1920s, Henry Ford, the automobile magnate, envisioned a city in the Amazon. A city not of bricks and mortar but of dreams and ambitions. A city that would fuel his ever-growing automobile empire with a sustainable supply of rubber. Ford's motivation to establish Fordlandia was rooted in his desire for self-sufficiency. The British monopoly on rubber held his automobile production hostage. The high prices and the unpredictability of supply led Ford to seek alternatives. He discovered the solution in the heart of the Amazon, where rubber trees grew in abundance. The initial construction of Fordlandia mirrored American industrial ideals. Ford envisaged a city that would not only produce rubber but also reflect the model of industrial efficiency that made his automobile production a global success. He wanted to recreate a slice of the American Midwest in the midst of the Amazonian jungle. Ford invested $19 million into this dream. He bought a tract of land roughly twice the size of Delaware in the Brazilian state of Para. Here, Fordlandia began to take shape. The city was planned with meticulous precision. There were worker houses, hospitals, schools, and even a golf course. Every detail from the architecture to the city layout echoed Ford's vision of a harmonious blend of industry and community. But Ford's dream didn't stop at the city's infrastructure. He wanted to transform the lives of the people who would inhabit Fordlandia. His vision included not only providing employment but also imparting the American way of life. He introduced dietary changes, replacing the traditional Brazilian meals with American-style cuisine. He enforced strict codes of conduct and even tried to implement American-style square dances. In Ford's mind, Fordlandia was more than a city. It was a grand experiment, an attempt to meld industry, community, and nature into one harmonious entity. It was a testament to his belief in the power of human ingenuity and the transformative potential of industry. And thus, amidst the lush Amazonian vegetation, Fordlandia was born. A city forged from dreams and ambitions, standing as a symbol of human aspiration in the heart of the Amazon. However, the dream soon faced reality. Fordlandia was not going to be the utopia Ford had imagined. The city, envisioned as a perfect blend of American industry and Amazonian abundance, was soon beset by a host of problems. One of the most significant issues was the clash of cultures between the American overseers and the local indigenous peoples. Ford's strict rules on diet, clothing, and behavior were in stark contrast with the locals' traditional ways of living. This cultural discord led to several strikes and even violent outbreaks, creating a tense atmosphere that was far from the harmonious community Ford had envisioned. Infrastructure posed another significant challenge. The city was built hastily with little regard for the harsh realities of the Amazon. Buildings were constructed in the American style, unsuited to the tropical climate, leading to widespread problems with heat and humidity. Moreover, the remote location made it difficult to transport necessary materials and supplies, causing delays and cost overruns. Health crises were also a recurring issue. The workers and their families were plagued by tropical diseases such as malaria and yellow fever, exacerbated by inadequate medical facilities. The city's location near stagnant water bodies created a breeding ground for mosquitoes, leading to frequent outbreaks. Despite efforts to improve sanitation and healthcare, the health problems persisted, adding to the growing list of hardships faced by the community. Perhaps the most critical challenge was the failure of the rubber plantation itself. Ford's vision was to create a vast rubber plantation to supply his automobile factories. However, the Amazonian rubber trees in their natural environment were susceptible to a leaf blight disease. In contrast, rubber trees in Asia, grown in plantations far from their original habitat, were not affected by this disease. Ford's agricultural team, unfamiliar with the local ecology, failed to prevent the spread of the disease, leading to the collapse of the rubber plantation. Moreover, the lack of knowledge about cultivating rubber trees in the Amazon resulted in low yields. The trees were planted too closely together, mimicking the planting methods used in Asia. This not only made them more vulnerable to disease, but also resulted in lower latex production. Despite repeated attempts to improve the yield, the plantation never achieved the desired productivity. The dream was slipping through Ford's fingers as his city in the Amazon began its steady decline. The challenges proved insurmountable. Cultural conflicts, infrastructure issues, health crises, and the failure of the rubber plantation. All these factors converged to create an environment far removed from the utopia Ford had imagined. It was a stark reminder of the complexities and challenges of imposing one's vision onto a landscape and culture vastly different from one's own. The story of Fordlandia serves as a cautionary tale about the perils of overambitious projects that overlook the importance of understanding and respecting local ecology and culture. By the late 1930s, Fordlandia was a shadow of its former self. The city that was once a beacon of industrial might and ambition had succumbed to a multitude of challenges. The rubber trees, the lifeblood of Fordlandia, were wilting. Despite the best efforts of Ford's experts, they couldn't prevent the spread of leaf blight, a fungus that ravaged the plantations. The precarious monoculture, where thousands of rubber trees were planted closely together, only amplified the devastation. The cultural divide, too, had deepened. Henry Ford's idealistic vision of a model American town in the heart of the Amazon struggled to resonate with the local workers. His strict codes of conduct, banning alcohol, enforcing a diet of canned peaches and oatmeal, and mandating square dances and poetry readings, clashed with the traditional lifestyle of the Brazilian workers. Discontent simmered and eventually boiled over into strikes and riots. The logistical challenges of running a city in the depths of the Amazon were also insurmountable. Essential supplies had to be shipped in from thousands of miles away, and the city's isolation made it difficult to attract and retain skilled workers. By the time World War II rolled around, synthetic rubber had been developed. The need for Ford's rubber empire in the Amazon evaporated overnight. In 1945, after investing over $20 million, the Ford Motor Company quietly withdrew from Fordlandia, leaving behind a ghost town. The grand houses, the hospital, the golf course, the power plant, they all stood as silent witnesses to the rise and fall of an ambitious dream. The city that was once a symbol of progress and innovation was now a testament to the challenges of imposing foreign ideals on a landscape and a people who resisted change. In the end, Fordlandia became a relic of a dream that was too ambitious for its time. The city's downfall serves as a stark reminder of the complexities and challenges of human development, especially when it's at odds with the natural environment and local cultures. But what became of Fordlandia in the years that followed? After the withdrawal of the Ford Motor Company, Fordlandia could have easily vanished into the depths of the Amazon, swallowed by the relentless growth of the jungle. Yet, the city clung on, a ghost town that refused to die. Its once bustling streets fell silent, the hum of industry replaced by the whispering of the wind through the trees. However, in recent years, Fordlandia has been experiencing a revival of sorts. It's not the industrial powerhouse that Henry Ford envisioned, but rather a place where history and culture intertwine, creating a unique narrative that draws in visitors from around the world. The city's past is being preserved, its stories told and retold, ensuring that the legacy of Fordlandia continues to live on. The remnants of the old city, including the American-style houses, the hospital, the power plant, and the manager's house, are now historical sites. They stand as silent witnesses to the city's past, the dreams of a man who sought to build an industrial utopia in the heart of the Amazon. This preservation isn't just about remembering the past, but also about building a future. The city has become a hub for sustainable tourism initiatives, with visitors flocking to explore the city's history and immerse themselves in the rich culture of the Amazon. These initiatives aren't just about boosting the local economy, but also about educating visitors on the importance of sustainable development and the preservation of the Amazon rainforest. Tourists are encouraged to engage with the local communities, to learn about their customs and traditions, and to understand the vital role they play in protecting the rainforest. Moreover, these efforts extend beyond tourism. The preservation of local culture is a key focus, with initiatives aimed at promoting traditional arts and crafts, music and cuisine. These efforts help ensure that the cultural heritage of the region is not lost in the sands of time, but continues to thrive and evolve. The city also hosts a series of events and festivals throughout the year, celebrating everything from local food and music to the region's rich biodiversity. These events provide a platform for local artists and artisans to showcase their talents, and they serve as a reminder of the vibrant culture that exists in this corner of the Amazon. In all these ways, Fordlandia is being revitalized, its history and culture preserved for future generations. It's a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, a city that faced numerous challenges yet refused to be forgotten. But what became of Fordlandia in the years that followed? The answer is simple. It survived, it adapted, it found a way to preserve its past while looking forward to the future. It became a place where history and culture intertwine, creating a unique narrative that draws in visitors from around the world. Fordlandia stands today as a testament to a bygone era, carrying the weight of its history in its quiet streets. The story of Fordlandia is one of ambition, challenge, and the ultimate confrontation with nature's supremacy. This city, once brimming with promise, became a symbol of the colossal struggle between man-made progress and the unstoppable force of the natural world. Fordlandia's tale began with a dream of sustainable rubber production, a vision that was ultimately thwarted by the harsh realities of the Amazon. Despite the best intentions, the project was marred by cultural conflicts, infrastructure issues, and health crises. The city's decline serves as a testament to the importance of understanding and adapting to the environment in which we operate. Yet Fordlandia is more than just a cautionary tale. Today it stands as a living testament to the resilience of the Amazon and its people. Efforts to preserve its history and revitalize its economy reflect the enduring spirit of this forgotten city. Fordlandia serves as a poignant reminder of the complexities of human development and the importance of respecting the natural world around us.